Imagine a map that constantly changes, where landmasses once marked as safe havens for sailors are suddenly gone, as if swallowed by the ocean itself. Throughout history, explorers have charted islands that mysteriously vanished without a trace, leaving behind only whispers and myths. These disappearances are some of the greatest unsolved mysteries of our world, puzzling historians, scientists, and adventurers for centuries. What could cause entire islands to disappear? Are they swallowed by the seas, victims of natural disasters, or is there something even more extraordinary at play? One of the most baffling cases is the story of Hy-Brasil, an island said to appear and disappear off the coast of Ireland. It was often described as a paradise shrouded in mist, visible only once every 7 years. Early sailors swore they saw it, and it even appeared on maps as late as the 17th century. But despite numerous expeditions, Hy-Brasil remains elusive, sparking theories ranging from underwater cities to alternate dimensions. Could there be truth behind the legend, or is it simply a trick of the imagination? Then there's the curious case of Sandy Island, marked on maps for over a century in the Coral Sea near Australia. It was even documented by explorers and shipping vessels. But in 2012, a research team set out to locate Sandy Island and found nothing but open water. Scientists were left scratching their heads, offering explanations from outdated cartography to submerged volcanic activity. Still, the enigma of Sandy Island continues to baffle researchers and adventurers alike. Let's not forget the legendary Atlantis, the most famous vanished island of them all. Though often dismissed as myth, Atlantis has captivated imaginations for millennia. Plato's account of a technologically advanced civilization disappearing in a cataclysmic event has inspired countless searches. From the Mediterranean to the Caribbean, theories abound about whether Atlantis was real, and if so, what caused its sudden demise. Is it possible that we've been looking in the wrong place all along? Even more recently, there's the case of Bermeja, a phantom island off the Yucatan Peninsula that appeared on maps for hundreds of years. This island was said to be crucial for defining Mexico's territorial waters, but when a team set out to locate it in 1997, they found nothing. Some believe rising sea levels or seismic activity could explain its disappearance. Others speculate that Bermeja was deliberately erased, adding an element of conspiracy to its mystery. Before we uncover even more mind-boggling stories, I want to take a moment to invite you to subscribe to Surprise Insights. Here, we dive into the world's most fascinating mysteries, bringing you stories that challenge your understanding of history, science, and the unexplained. If you're as intrigued as I am by the unknown, hit that subscribe button and join our ever-curious community. Together, we'll explore the incredible and the unimaginable. Moving on, let's talk about the peculiar case of the Aurora Islands, a trio of islands reportedly spotted in the South Atlantic in the 18th and 19th centuries. Numerous captains documented their location, yet every expedition sent to rediscover them ended in failure. Were they mirages, or did they somehow slip away into the ocean's depths? Their disappearance remains a haunting question for maritime historians. Then we have Sarah and Island, a small coral atoll in the Pacific Ocean that appeared on maps as late as the 1930s. This island, reportedly discovered by American explorers, vanished from records without explanation. Some suggest it was destroyed by rising sea levels, while others propose it was simply a navigational error. Regardless of the cause, its story fuels speculation about just how fragile our maps and our understanding of the world truly are. These are just a few of the mysterious islands that challenge everything we think we know about the planet. But we've only scratched the surface of this mystery. There are even more astonishing tales to uncover, each more mysterious than the last. Could there be a scientific explanation behind these disappearances, or are we dealing with forces beyond our comprehension? Stay tuned as we explore more incredible stories of islands that vanished into thin air. One of the most eerie disappearances occurred in the early 20th century, with the story of the island of Poyang in the Yangtze River, China. For centuries, Poyang Island was recorded on maps and known to locals as a natural oasis, complete with lush vegetation and wildlife. But by the 1940s, the island suddenly vanished, never to be seen again. Some believe that the island was swallowed by shifting waters or submerged by massive flooding, but there's also speculation that something far more unusual occurred. Could the island have been erased from existence by an undiscovered natural disaster, or is there a deeper, more mystical explanation that we've yet to understand? Another enigma comes from the South Pacific Ocean, the story of the mysterious island of Antillia. This island was said to be a part of a Spanish legend dating back to the 15th century. It was often described as a paradise with vast riches, but despite numerous expeditions to locate it, no one has ever found it. Even Columbus mentioned it in his voyages. Some believe Antillia was just a fable, an illusion of the mind. However, the legend has persisted for centuries, and several theories exist about where it may have been located. Could it have been an undiscovered island, or has it always existed in the realm of imagination? Then, there's the tale of the Isle of Demons, a name that itself sends chills down the spine. Located somewhere off the coast of Canada, this island is said to have been home to terrifying creatures that drove away early explorers. No one knows where it is today, and it appears on very few maps. Some believe it was destroyed by a violent storm, while others speculate it may have never existed at all. The mystery of this island continues to haunt those who seek it out, leaving only the question, was it ever real, or is it just a chilling legend passed down through generations? One of the most fascinating mysteries revolves around the vanishing island of Dropner, off the coast of Norway. It was said to be the site of an ancient treasure, and early settlers claimed to have used it as a trading hub. Yet, no one has been able to find it in modern times, despite it being prominently marked on maps. Legends tell of a catastrophic event that erased it from the face of the earth, while others point to it being a misinterpretation of a natural land formation. Could the island have disappeared into the sea? Or was it never truly there? And then there's the tale of the island that most of us have never heard of, Isla del Ladrón, or the Thief's Island, located in the Caribbean. This mysterious place was once considered a haven for pirates and treasure hunters, a refuge for thieves who would hide their loot. But in the late 1800s, it simply disappeared. Theories suggest that the island might have sunk into the ocean due to volcanic activity, but no physical evidence has ever been found to support this claim. Is it possible that this island never existed at all, or is there something far more sinister behind its disappearance? In the Mediterranean, the island of the Seven Cities, a mythical land that was said to be home to a group of Christian monks, has intrigued scholars and adventurers for centuries. It is said to have existed near the Azores, a group of islands in the Atlantic Ocean, but the Seven Cities were reportedly destroyed by a violent volcanic eruption. However, no one has ever found physical evidence of the Seven Cities, and many wonder if the island and its cities were merely the result of ancient stories passed down through time. Could it have been real, only to be consumed by natural forces, or is it a complete myth? Just off the coast of Japan, there's another vanishing island, known as the Ghost Island of the Pacific. Said to have appeared briefly during the early 20th century, this island was described as a mysterious landmass that appeared in photographs, only to disappear again when investigators tried to locate it. Some believe it's a phantom island, an optical illusion created by atmospheric conditions, while others suggest it's a mirage caused by the unique geography of the area. But with so many sightings and no trace left behind, the mystery continues to captivate anyone with an interest in unexplained phenomena. Another perplexing disappearance occurred in the Aegean Sea, where the island of Echinides was said to have once been a paradise full of vegetation and resources. Ancient historians even documented it, but when explorers set out to find it in modern times, they discovered only barren waters. Some believe it was simply eroded away over time, while others think the island could have sunk due to a hidden fault line beneath the ocean floor. With no clear answers, the Echinides remains an unsettling reminder that there are parts of the world that still defy explanation. And perhaps the most chilling of them all is the mysterious island known as the Island of the Dead. Located somewhere in the Indian Ocean, it was rumored to be a forbidden place where no one who landed ever returned. For centuries, explorers tried to find this island, only to be met with disaster or disappearance. Some believe it was the site of a terrible curse, while others claim it's the result of natural occurrences like tsunamis or volcanic activity. Whatever the cause, the island's legend persists, casting an eerie shadow on the waters it supposedly once occupied. As we wrap up these incredible tales, the question remains: how many more islands are out there, waiting to be discovered, or perhaps never to be found again? Whether due to natural disasters, myths, or perhaps something more mysterious, these vanishing islands remind us that there are still secrets hidden in the vast expanse of the world's oceans. What do you think? Could there be more islands out there that we've simply forgotten about, or will we one day uncover the truth behind these legendary disappearances? As we dive deeper into the world of these vanishing islands, we begin to realize that they may not be entirely gone after all. Some researchers speculate that these mysterious places may still exist, hidden beneath layers of water, swallowed by seismic shifts, or simply erased from modern maps by the slow march of time. What if these islands are waiting to be rediscovered by a new generation of explorers? People with the courage to challenge the unknown, to navigate uncharted waters, and to uncover what was once thought lost forever. Take the case of the infamous island of Hy-Brasil, located somewhere off the coast of Ireland. Legends tell of a mist-covered island that appeared only once every 7 years, a place filled with riches and mystery. For centuries, sailors have claimed to see it in the distance, but when they tried to approach, it would vanish. Despite numerous attempts, no one has ever been able to conclusively prove that it exists. Some believe it's an island caught in a different dimension, while others think it's an optical illusion created by the fog and waves. Could Hy-Brasil be waiting just beneath the surface, waiting to reappear at the right moment? Equally captivating is the tale of the legendary island of Bermeja, located in the Gulf of Mexico. This island was marked on maps for centuries, but in the late 19th century, it simply disappeared. Despite extensive searches, no one has ever found any trace of it. Some believe it was swallowed by the ocean due to seismic activity, while others claim it may have been the result of an ancient underwater city. In recent years, some have even suggested that Bermeja was deliberately erased from maps for geopolitical reasons. The truth is, we may never know for sure, but one thing is certain: the mystery of Bermeja continues to haunt those who search for answers. In the vast Pacific Ocean, another vanished island haunts explorers, the fabled Sandy Island, which appeared on maps for centuries. First discovered in the 1800s, Sandy Island was said to be a barren, uninhabited place, but by the 21st century, it no longer existed. Satellite imagery, once used to locate it, showed only the deep, endless ocean where the island was supposed to be. Some believe it was simply a mapping error, while others theorize that the island could have been an illusion brought about by undersea volcanic activity. Is it possible that the island is still there, just waiting to be found by the next generation of explorers? Then there's the legendary Vanishing Island in the Indian Ocean, known as the Black Island. Said to have been a thriving port for ancient civilizations, it is believed to have disappeared mysteriously in the 1600s. Explorers who attempted to find it have come back with stories of fog so thick, they couldn't see their hands in front of their faces. Was this a natural phenomenon, or could it have been something far more sinister? Perhaps a curse tied to the island's rich history? Could the Black Island still be there, waiting in the shadows, perhaps hidden beneath the waves, waiting for the right moment to reveal itself again? While some islands have simply vanished, others have been reclaimed by the natural world, slowly eroding over centuries. One such island is the story of the ancient island of Atlantis, the legendary city believed to be far more advanced than any civilization we know. While the exact location of Atlantis remains a mystery, many believe it was swallowed by the ocean in a single cataclysmic event. Could it be that what we know as Atlantis was once a real island, a hub of knowledge and technology lost to time? The idea that such a place could have existed, its ruins just beneath the waves, sparks the imagination of millions. Let's not forget the more modern mysteries that surround these disappearing islands. In 2018, the world was shocked by the sudden vanishing of a small island in the South Pacific Ocean. The island, known as Hy-Brasil Island, had been surveyed only a few years prior and was documented on maps. Yet, when a new survey was done, Hy-Brasil Island had simply disappeared. Could this be a natural event, like a rapidly eroding coastline or an underwater earthquake? Or is it possible that this island's disappearance has something to do with the changing tides of climate and rising sea levels? One thing is certain: Hy-Brasil Island's mystery continues to baffle scientists and explorers alike. As we investigate these stories, it becomes clear that the phenomenon of disappearing islands is not just about lost land, it's about uncovering something much deeper. These tales speak to our collective curiosity about the unknown and our desire to explore places that defy explanation. They remind us that the Earth is still full of mysteries, and there are forces at work that we have yet to fully comprehend. Whether it's the shifting tides of the ocean, the unpredictable nature of the Earth itself, or perhaps something beyond our understanding, these islands leave us questioning just how much of the world remains hidden from our view. Perhaps we will never truly understand why these islands disappeared, or if they ever existed in the first place. But one thing is certain: the allure of these vanishing lands will continue to captivate our imaginations. As technology advances, we may one day uncover the truth behind these ancient mysteries, or perhaps new disappearances will occur, sparking another generation of explorers to search the seas. Until then, we remain fascinated by the stories, the legends, and the possibility that the world still holds secrets we have yet to uncover. And so, as we close the chapter on these mysterious islands, we must ask ourselves, are these lands truly gone, or are they just waiting to be rediscovered? Could there be even more islands, unknown to us, waiting to make their appearance, or perhaps vanish once again, keeping their secrets locked beneath the waves? The mystery remains unsolved, but that only adds to the excitement. After all, the greatest discoveries often come when we least expect them, and the ocean still holds countless unknowns, ready to surprise us when the time is right.